Austin Reaves' contract has ended the LeBron James era in LA, or the James family era in LA. Yo, what's going on, everybody? You know what we're here for, so let's get right to it. Austin Reaves just signed a 4-year, $185 million max contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. $185 million straight in the bank. Probably like $60 million because he in LA. But still, shout out Austin Reaves, man. For a guy who was undrafted, a man who started on a two-way deal, a guy who had to do all the dirty work his way from a rotational player to do whatever he had to do to get on the court, to becoming an integral part of the team, integral part of the offensive side of the ball, to signing his first contract after being a two-way player for about $12, $11, $13 million. Now, he got the bag. He a legend at the bank forever. But here's the thing. This isn't just about Austin Reaves getting paid. This signing ushers in the new era of the Los Angeles Lakers. This contract is basically the funeral of the LeBron James Lakers era. We're gonna break it all down here, man. Let's get into it. First things first, though. Like I said, man, shout out to Austin Reaves, man. We gotta take a quick second to just appreciate his journey. Starting off as an undrafted guy coming into the league, overlooked, coming out of Oklahoma, signed a two-way deal, and eventually became part of the roster full-time. Had to fight for minutes, had to work hard. I remember even seeing stories when I was in college, when I was trying to work my way into the rotation at school. Austin Reaves was working out 4 times a day. I was like, oh God, he got the Mamba mentality. Needless to say, it all paid off. Every single year he improved. His scoring went up. His confidence grew. Gradually, he went from a rotational guy to a fan favorite that was just draining threes in the corner. Now he's possibly the second best player on the Lakers, especially if LeBron leaves. So, hey man, play that funky music, white boy. Shout out Austin Reaves, man. Now, with all that being said, Austin Reaves, you're going to be held to a different level going forward. You're not just going to be the, oh, nice come-up story, woo-wop-da-bam. No, you are now a second option. You are now a max player. So you will be held to expectations of a max player. You will be scrutinized as a max player. Can't hide, especially in LA. You are in the spotlight now. You were in the spotlight before, but now it's time for you to take your game to another level. It's time for you to take your game to another level. It can't be two cones on the defensive end. You gotta slide them puppies. OKC series, it was a little scary. Even though you was coming off injury, it was a little scary. But now, it is important that you know the pressure is mounted. The pressure has risen. You no longer the little white boy with cool handles who hair flop everywhere. You are now going to be held under different expectations. You will have higher expectations. You will have to perform every night. I'm expecting 25 a night from you this season. 25 a night from you this season, and in the postseason, I'm expecting 30 a night. The expectations have grew. You're a max player now. No more. There's no more hiding. You weren't hiding before, but there's no more hiding now. You stepped into the forefront. What will you do with it? What will you do with it? Let's talk about the structure of this deal. So he signed for 4 years, $185 million. That's about $46.5 million a year with a player option after the 4th year. But one key thing about the Austin Reaves signing is that it will allow for the Lakers to have more flexibility during this free agency period and go get the pieces needed to add what will benefit the Lakers, which will be great because the Lakers are projected to have the most cap space in the NBA this offseason. And now that they have their second star locked in, they know the pieces that they need to build a championship contender in the Western Conference with Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves at the helm. You got your 2 centerpieces right there. So now it's just time to build around what Luka wants from him. He's been pretty vocal, pretty public about wanting to keep AR this year. There's also been reports that he wants a lob threat, a big man that can finish around the rim. He wants some 3-and-D wings who can space out the floor for him and can defend to make up for his lack of defensive care. And that's literally the blueprint. It has shown to work while he was in Dallas, as they made a run to the finals with him and Kyrie as the secondary scorer, full of 3-and-D wings and elite lob threats. That is proven to be the meta for what it takes to build a team around Luka Doncic. There has been reports that the Lakers are looking to maybe sign and trade for Jared Allen, LeBron swap, which that would be contingent upon LeBron agreeing to a sign and trade and wanting to go to Cleveland. It brings us to the elephant in the room. And let me be clear. The Lakers haven't said straight up, hey, we do not want LeBron. They haven't come out and cut him. They haven't disrespected him, but their actions are telling the whole story. Rob Pelinka locked in Luka. Now he's locked in Reaves. They're building around youth. And LeBron, at 41 years old, coming off his 23rd NBA season, is an unrestricted free agent. And essentially, they're ushering him out the door very politely. Not disrespectfully, because he's a legend in the game, and that could affect them possibly attracting free agents in the future. But they're ushering him out the door, which is crazy to think about because, honestly, he's the greatest player of our generation. 4-time champion, all-time leading scorer, has all the All-NBAs, has all the accolades that you could think of. But the Lakers have been trying to build a contending team around 40-year-old for a couple years now. And if they continue to do that, it's only going to get harder every offseason. The cap gymnastics, the trade rumors, the retirement rumblings, all of it has just been a ticking time bomb for this organization. So the only way to transition into a new era is to usher LeBron out the nicest way possible. They're not throwing him out. They're just making moves to make it clear that, hey, this is the direction we're going in. You either can take a pay cut and stay here or respect it. And honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with that. They've tried to appease him for many years now. They got a championship out of it, but it's time to move on. And with LeBron moving on, you know what that means. Time for Bronny to get the fuck up out of here. I don't know where Bronny gonna go. I don't know who want him. Who gonna want a third-year player who's timid, hesitant, got lemon booty? Who gonna want him? Bronny, you had a great career. It was a great storyline. It's time to get you out of here as well, man. Hey, shout out Pops pulling some strings to make it happen. They've done everything for Bron. He has to be grateful. They drafted your son when he's not an NBA player. Come on, man. They made it so that you can have that moment. Allow them to have this moment, man. Bow out gracefully. With all that being said, Rob Pelinka's actually working his ass off right now. He's trying to build things out. I think it looks that way. Have roughly around 47 to 50 million in cap space before Reaves officially signs. First, they got to get Luka a lob threat. Get a center that can catch and finish, protect the rim. Jared Allen's been a name out there. Walker Kessler's another name. Jackson Hayes is already in-house and has showed significant improvement this year. That's probably their biggest need right now because God knows DeAndre, and that was hard to watch. That was hard to watch this year. It was tough. It was tough. Second, they need some wings. They got to go get some 3D wings, multiple of them, maybe 2 or 3. This is kind of a non-negotiable in the current NBA. Especially with Luka. They got to have somebody that can stretch the floor, but also take on the primary ball handler at times. I know Cason Wallace is a free agent this year. Also, they may go after Lou Dort, even though he's not a consistent three-point shooter. His defensive prowess is something that could be an asset to a team. And also their recent draft pick, Cameron Carr at number 24. Promising wing, promising. He looks extremely athletic. He's able to shoot, able to stretch the floor, able to run in transition. Looks like his game will flourish greatly under the facilitation of Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. Third, Rui Hachimura. Rui's an unrestricted free agent right now. And look, Rui was incredible in the playoffs. He was one of the few players that showed up and competed almost every game. Played pretty well in the OKC series before they got swept. He's earned his money. So if he doesn't stay with the Lakers, I completely understand. But if the Lakers are able to finagle a way to get him back on the team, I think that he would be a great person to fill out the roster. But if he's commanding anywhere above $20 million, they might have to let him walk and just try to find a young player that can fill in that role and grow over time. Along with that, there's multiple players that they just got to get off the roster to free up some space. Jared Vanderbilt, Bronny James is still under contract. That's got to go. We got to get that off the books. Jake LaRavia, Don Connect. There's multiple players that the Lakers need to move on from. Maybe Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka may pull some strings to swap these pieces out for some better pieces so that they can build a competitive team around Luka and AR while staying flexible. At the end of the day, today was a historic day for the Los Angeles Lakers. Austin Reaves, undrafted, overlooked, undervalued, just became the highest paid undrafted player in NBA history. $185 million. Salute to him. Shout out Austin Reaves, man. Like I said, a true testament of what hard work can lead to. It's something worth celebrating. But today is the unofficial end of the LeBron James era, or the James family era in LA, unless he's willing to take less money. The Luka and Austin Reaves era has officially begun. The foundation is being built. And wherever LeBron ends up, whether it's Miami, Cleveland, retirement, he goes as one of the greatest to ever do it. So, of course, he'll be an asset to the team. But in LA, the page is turning. Rob Pelinka has a lot of moves left to make this summer. A center, some wings, cap space decisions. And somehow, some way, he's got to figure out this LeBron situation without making it ugly. But that's all that I have for you guys. Let me know what y'all think about this current situation. Are you a Lakers fan? Are you happy about this Austin Reaves signing? Are you happy to see LeBron go? And what moves do you think will be beneficial for you guys to actually compete in the Western Conference? Until next time, it's your boy Jay Lynch. We out. Salute.